They're going to spin this. And then what they're going to do is Biden's going to come out and say because of his policies, they were able to curb COVID and all of this kind of stuff. But even Jen Psaki, White House press secretary, has come out and said this was a bad idea, shouldn't have happened. Let's play that clip.
Remember, the masking guidance is green, yellow, and red. We are currently in a green zone in Washington, D.C., so they're not recommending it. Some people can still wear a mask if they want to. Many people do, or wear them in meetings, or wear them at certain times where you're going to be around or sitting close to people, or maybe you have an immunocompromised parent or friend.
Would the president support if a flight is leaving from an airport in a green zone, those people don't have to wear masks?
Again, Peter, there's been long difference from the beginning about people on an airplane and in federal transportation vehicles and situations than where they are in locations. Like we here continue to be in Washington, D.C., a green zone. But what we'd asked for, I think it's important to remember, is a 2-week extension, or not asked for, what we had announced was a 2-week extension to look at the data and make recommendations based on the data and the science about whether it should be continued or not.
I want to make a very astute observation here. You could tell she's about to go to MSNBC by the way she's using her hands now. Yes. She's never done that before. They're coaching her on how to be on TV now. Yep. Not just to be a press secretary, because normally she's playing with her hair and she's looking at her notebook and all. Now they're teaching her how to be demonstrative, use her hands in describing things, so she's being more animated. You notice that? Yeah, see, that's not the same Jen Psaki. They're coaching her now for television, so she'll make her $10, $20 million a year. And thank God for the national treasure. That is that son of a bitch named Peter Doocy, consistently calling her out. Now, they're going to eventually they're going to say, well, this is because of, the success of the Biden stuff and all that, blah, blah, blah. It's a green zone in Washington, D.C. You can even hear what she's saying right there with all of her demonstrative hand gestures. At least she's keeping it out of her hair. But I'm pissed. I'm still pissed off because there's just no satisfying me at this point in time. Because here's the thing. You took 2 years of our life. You took 2 years of our lives. You masked us up, masked our children, put our kids behind plexiglass. You put us through all these extra rigors in order just to get on a stupid airplane, which has some of the cleanest filtered air on the planet. And you did this stuff to us. You abused the people of the world. You did. You just did. You abused people. You put on a face diaper. You did all these things, and now you're just going to cancel the mandates and be like, okay, everything's going to go back to normal. It's not going to go back to normal because now you got celebrities on Twitter, Patricia Arquette, who says, I'm going to still wear a mask on an airplane. Well, nobody gives a shit. You want to wear a mask? Do it. You don't have to announce it to the world. You know what? Wear one for me, too. So put 2 on. Put all the masks on that you want to wear. I mean, literally no one cares if you continue in your cult behavior. You can stay in the cult. Nobody's trying to convert you out of it. You want to wear the mask makes you feel safe. Even Jen Psaki, with all of her hand motions and her gyrations, wants to remind you that if you are with a family member that is immunocompromised, you could do the same thing that people have done throughout human history, and that is be a little more careful around them. But you know what? You heard those screams and people saying, finally, whenever that pilot comes out there, gets on the microphone and says, you don't have to wear the mask anymore. Mid-flight, it happened all over the place. People were excited because they've been muzzled. Why have they been muzzled? They've been muzzled over a mandate. Those mandates piss me off. They're unconstitutional. They were ungodly. Because of mask mandates, I went through 19 months of the hardest shit I've ever done in my life with that campaign, running for governor. And it was all because of mandates. That's what prompted me. That is what pushed me over the edge, pissed me off, and said, you know what, I'm going to do what I got to do in order to speak out against this stuff. So now it's dropped. Now they're just supposedly going to drop it. Well, how long are they going to drop it? Because Philadelphia brought back masks. They're masking everybody up in a public place. Wait till mid-September when COVID's going to come back in full force. So they got a November midterm election coming, and they're going to make sure that mail-in ballots are what's happening. So they're going to keep coming back. So it's going to keep happening. They've already seen they can control you with fear. So just dropping the mandate ain't enough. I need you to repent. I need everybody. I need Donald Trump to repent. I need Joe Biden to repent. I need Anthony Fauci to go to hell, but I need him to repent.